Hey guys, welcome back to Waters Family Homestead. Alright, I got a few things to do. One, I bought another bag of scratch feed. I got 10 bags of layer pellets. I actually got some crushed oyster shell, which I'm going to try to just throw out and give them as a treat. I don't know, I need to put it in something but not mix it with their food. But that'll give them a calcium boost and help them lay more eggs, and the shells won't be so thin. And I've got a bag of corn my son-in-law dropped off to me at work today that I need to go fill up the deer feeders with and put some on the ground. He's planning on hunting in the morning. And I got another bag that I bought. I'm going to have to put somewhere until we need to refill back there. So I'm going to get to work. I also bought a 50-pound bag of the dog food that my dog likes. The only place around that sells it, I think, is Food Line and Walmart. But they don't have 50-pound bags anymore. They're, at least I haven't seen them. And although it cost me a couple of dollars more to get them from my local feed store, I'm not having to go to Walmart, so that's worth it. I don't think y'all can see the can I'm actually filling up. Yeah, you can. All right. There's 3 full bags in here, 150 pounds. It'll hold about another half a bag. 3 bags in each can. Now let's see if we can get the half. All right, that's 3.5 bags in this can, 3.5 in this one, and 3 bags in this one. Now I got a bag of scratch feed I need to put in here. That little yellow can will hold about 2.5, maybe 3 bags, but I normally just do 2 if I put regular feed in it. All right, so they're going to want some scratch. Let me pause y'all and take you with me. All right. It's getting about bedtime. You see they're starting to get up on the roost. But they'll come back out for this scratch feed. I just saw Junior chasing one of them white roosters. Let them know he's still the boss. Let's see. I'm not giving them a whole lot. I like to do it in 2 areas in this middle pen, so the younger ones have a chance to get it away from the adults. The bigger pen, I don't seem to have near as much problem with that, but all right, that's gonna have to do for today on the chickens. Now, I've got to come back after I get the deer feeders filled and collect the eggs. Now, as cool as it is, and of course today our high was in the mid to upper 70s, but as cool as it is, it doesn't hurt for me to leave the eggs out for a couple of days. And I filled all the feeders yesterday, so I know they've got enough feed. So I may not even mess with them tonight. But here's my little tripod. Let me pick that up. I don't use the gimbal, so I'm just stand it up over here to get it out of the way. All right. So I've got a bag of the wild corn, feed for deer that I wanted to hang on to until my son-in-law's feed is empty. So this 4th can right here is empty, I think, or almost empty. I got to look at it. Yeah, I don't think it's empty. Nope, but it's almost. So I'm going to pause y'all for a minute. I'm going to pick that up and dump it in there and see if I can't get this can empty to put that extra bag of corn in, so I don't have to take it in the house, because sometimes that corn has bugs in it, and I don't want that in my house. So I'll be right back. All right, so it fit in there with a little bit of room to spare, so put the lid back on, mash it down, and gotta leave that off. All right, I'm gonna pause y'all again. Let's see. Maybe. Nope. Angles y'all up way too high. I'm just gonna have to pause it. I'll be right back, y'all. All right, so I set the whole bag in there. I didn't open that bag. So, all right, there's my feed bucket, egg gathering baskets. Now it's time to go do the corn for the deer for my son-in-law. And I have to do something with this crushed oyster shell. Just a 10-pound bag. Let's see if I can just set it out. I'm gonna set it over here on this dog kennel where the straw is. I actually meant to get a bale of hay and forgot about it. But, all right, I got to take the dog food in the house. And that bag is the bag my son-in-law dropped off on my truck to feed the deer. So, I'm going to get back there and I'll show y'all those feeders. All right, so originally I wanted to bring the mower back here and mulch some of the leaves and blow them all out of the way, because there's a lot of acorns on the ground in here and the deer can find them better if I get the leaves off of them. But it's getting dark on me and I don't have time for that. So this is the pipe I was telling y'all. It's a 4-inch PVC pipe with one screw in it right there, and you see it swings. This pipe's been here for pretty close to 10 years. The squirrels chewed a hole into it there, so more corn comes out than really it should. But it doesn't matter. The deer still eat it. There's a little bit on the ground, which I'm surprised. But I don't think I can set y'all up to where you can see while I get the corn out. So I'll pause it and be right back. All right, it's pretty dark now, but since the squirrels made that big old hole, I really need to put a new bottom in it or flip the pipe over something. But you see it's got a big pile of corn at the bottom, and the pipe itself is full. So as they eat it and it moves away from that hole, it just gravity falls out. And I've got video of bucks taking their horns and swinging that pipe to make more corn come out when leaves or something get in it and kind of clog it up. They don't care. All right, the other feeder is about 40-50 yards that way. I'll be right back. All right, so here's the other feeder. Let me see, there's a little bit of corn on the ground here, not much. It's under the leaves, so they'd have to scratch for it. If I'd have blown all them leaves out of the way, they wouldn't have to. But y'all can see the other feeder from here. If I get my hand out of the way, the light dims the screen when I do that, but his blind is right there and my stand's right up there. So let me get this one full, and then I sprinkle some on the ground through the trail here and from where my truck is parked and around in front of it, so when they come in from either direction, they've got corn to nibble on. So let me get all that done and I'll be right back. All right, the doggone camera stopped on me for no reason. So I'm gonna have to edit these two pieces together. That just takes me so much time with my computer. But you see how I've got corn poured all down their trail, all the way over to where they basically 20 yards or less from that other feeder. And they've got to walk in front of both stands to go through there, which they do anyway. So put a little extra here, spread it around. And then of course, this feeder is full. And they usually empty this feeder first. But you see it's full, and the pile on the ground. And I went around my truck and sprinkled a bunch on the ground ahead of it up there. So I should give them plenty to nibble on once I get out from back here. But we have always done, I guess for about 12 years or more, I have hunted my little piece of property here, which I don't own the 75 acres of pine trees behind me, or the woods and pines over here. And there's other people that own property the other direction. All I own is this little piece, but I've thinned it out enough over the years with my tractor and mower and chainsaw, and to where we can see back here, because you could not walk through this the way it was when I bought the property. And we've been feeding the deer every year, and they come in. And believe it or not, sometimes even during non-hunting season, I will come back with a bag of corn and put it out in these feeders, so that the deer, especially the mama deer with the yearlings, can come back and get food during the off season and help them grow and not be so hungry. So my son-in-law were talking about putting that partial barrel I've got up there as a rain catchment barrel back here, and keeping that barrel full of water, so they've got a water source, because there is no water within half a mile of here. So they basically travel from, there's a pond and creek about half a mile through the woods across the road from me, and then there's another one 2 miles through the woods that way, and about 3 to 4 miles that direction. So we do it every year. We feed them. We've had good luck and success back here hunting, putting meat in the freezer. It's South Georgia, y'all. Hunting is a big deal. Now, last year I did a video. I hunted and shot one, the first one I've shot in 30 years. I just don't have the time nor the patience to sit in that stand for a long period of time by myself. So I'm hoping when my grandboys get a little bit bigger and they start hunting and enjoy it, then I can come back here and sit with them and enjoy videoing, watching them hunt. But until then, this is what I got. My oldest son-in-law hunts back here. My other son-in-law also hunts once in a while back here. He typically does bow hunting with his traditional bow and such. As a matter of fact, the first deer he ever killed with his traditional bow was back here on my property. So he does all the hunting: bow, compound, traditional, black powder, regular rifle. He does it all. So, but they've got, I don't know, several thousand acres to hunt on the other side of the county and beyond. So guys, I appreciate y'all following along, watching the video. Hit the subscribe button if you have not. I really do appreciate it. Thank y'all very much for the new subscribers and all you longtime followers. I appreciate that very much. Remember what I've always told you: Jesus Christ loves you, and so do I. Y'all be safe. Be prepared.